Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent, teaching instructor at IRS when I was there. I worked about 10,000 cases. I was worked at IRS for 10 years. I've been doing this for 4 decades, representing people. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 5 minute or less video. I don't need any fancy books and wear a suit. All that stuff is right up here in my head. You can look at my channel, my website. I've been on TV a bunch of times. I get a lot of people calling me because of my TV interviews. You can find my interviews, and you could look at my staff, my IRS staff, at 777irs.com. I do these videos for 3 reasons. A, is to educate you. 2, to give you inside information from what you want to learn about IRS stuff. And number 3, give you enough information to have you make an informed decision. As a collector or a revenue officer for IRS, one of the questions I am asked frequently is, I can't pay my taxes, I'm afraid to file my return. What's the next step and what should I do? First of all, you always want to file your tax return. You do not want to not file your tax return because the penalties get huge and huge. If you can't afford to pay your taxes, that's okay. You still want to file your tax return. The process works like this. When you file your tax return, it takes about 6 months for IRS to really get the final notice sent to you. It's going to take 6 months, probably 6 weeks to get a CP50, CP14 letter, 6 weeks to get a CP501, 6 weeks to get a CP503, 6 weeks to get a 504, 6 weeks to get a 1058 letter, and you can go ahead and appeal that. What you want to do is you'll want to get your tax return on IRS's system, and then what IRS will do, they will figure out which program they want to use depending on your financial statement, and they'll go ahead and resolve your case. It's that simple. So you're going to say, well, what are the 3 programs IRS offers? Well, based on your current financial statement, IRS is either going to put you into a currently non-collectible, which lasts a couple years, and they re-look at the case. Penalties and interest run, but it gives you safe harbor for a couple years with IRS. Number 2, you can enter a payment plan or installment plan. Or 3, you can enter or file an offer and compromise. Now, I taught the offer and compromise or tax debt settlement program. Don't go, leaping off buildings thinking, great, this is great, IRS is going to settle my case. You got to have somebody who knows what they're doing look at the offer and compromise. So remember, if you can't pay your taxes, IRS has programs. About 40% of the people who cannot pay IRS puts their case into what's called currently non-collectible or a hardship program. Once IRS, in fact, puts you in hardship, like I said, you'll be able to breathe. And like I said, 40% of those people who get in hardship, you'll be able to relax really for at least 2 or 3 years. So if you have any questions, hit me up, leave a comment. I appreciate you listening. If this video was good, give me a subscription. I try to give you what you need to know. If you need help, we have a whole team of former IRS agents. And once again, the subscription is a really big thing because YouTube wants those. Thank you very much.